Sup Jim, so here's a couple matches, a couple games where I employ a new strategy. I've always, the first move of the game is kind of important for any number of reasons. Um, it can be, it can first move of the game can result in damage if you do the right thing to counter your opponent's first move. It can be used to establish better position by either going backwards, going forwards, jumping back, dashing forward and backward. Establish the right spacing. Like, spacing's so important in the game. And plus, whatever your opponent does is an automatic, it's the first information you get about your opponent, and you start building that sort of profile of him based on his first move. Anyways, my first move, 99% of the time up to this point, has been to buffer a dragon punch, which is forward, a forward, then down, then diagonal, down, forward. And that's just in case the opponent jumps toward. If the opponent jumps toward me, I want to have that dragon punch ready. So if I see the jump toward, I've already buffered the movement, and I just press the button, the punch button, if I see him jump toward me in the air. The problem with that is that if you're facing characters with projectiles, for instance, like if their very first move is to throw a fireball or something, I'm buffering the dragon punch, which is all basically forward movement except for that down motion. So that means I'm not blocking. So I have to quickly sort of register that the fireball's coming and quickly press block when I'm already buffering the dragon punch. And oftentimes I would do it too late or whatever, and I'd get hit by an initial fireball. But I always want to, I had in my mind, if he jumps toward, I want that counter. I want the counter to that jump toward. And then it just hit me, why don't I do a safer anti-air that doesn't require me to press forward at all? So I was thinking, I can just press down back, so it's a blocking motion. So if they throw a projectile or whatever, I'm gonna be blocking. And if they jump toward, I'll just press the fierce button. And if you do a fierce button from while holding down back, he'll just do not a dragon punch, but like a standing uppercut, and that's an anti-air, and it's perfectly it does good damage, and it establishes position well. When they land, it's you know where they're gonna land. You can just prepare for the next attack. And most importantly, you're blocking. Your initial move is a block, which is, I think, always good. Because it safeguards against those super aggressive players that want to throw an attack for the very first move. So, anyways, you'll see that employed right off the bat in this match, and I think there's a couple other things to talk about. So we'll just get right into it. There it is, and it's even a counter hit. Good damage. I don't follow up on it, obviously. He gets some combos working, but yeah, it was kind of a revelation. Why don't you just do that, dude? Instead of there, I do it again. It can be used in matches. That buffering of the dragon punch is so dangerous because it's all forward motion. You're totally vulnerable to attacks. So, doing a combo, Evil Ryu has these really long combos. Honestly don't know how hard. I know some of them are super hard to pull off. I don't know how hard that particular one was to pull off, but yeah, he's got these super long combos. He likes to jump, so I'm kind of preparing myself for his jump. There it is again. It's a really good anti-air, you know. And again, you can just do it. It's just a one button press. You don't have to buffer any movement. And yeah, I mean, you can throw in the dragon punch every now and then if you have time to buffer the movement like I did there. Not good. Yeah. Sometimes I throw that dragon punch and it's like it's like woefully short. Like their jump motion, I have to recognize the jump motion better. That was totally lucky, to be honest. Like, he pretty much had me. I was just pressing buttons. I didn't know what would work, and that just happened to work. I think I was just a standing fierce. That was nice. Like, automatic, like less than half life in under 10 seconds. Reading the fireball, nice. It's gonna jump. Yep. Get that fierce ready. Oh, and then he just walks right into a fireball. Not bad. You can see he has lots of points or whatever, but I found that, I don't know, it doesn't really mean much. I've fought people with lots of points like this guy that he's okay. He's not, he's not anything great. And I've seen people with a lot fewer points than I have, and they're kick-ass. I'm not sure what the points signify, to be honest.